he's getting it now.
Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today we're back on the 58 Biscayne, Peggy Sue, and what we're going to be doing is just a lot of little miscellaneous, this, that, and other things. I'm going to try to work on the seat. We're going to get the speedometer gear in. What else are we tackling? Get the mirrors installed, and just some small items that would need to wrap up on it. So, y'all stay tuned and hang out with us, and we'll get some work done. Alright guys, next thing we're going to do, this thing needs a new speedometer gear put in it. That was stripped out. And yes, pardon all of that background noise, because it is raining. And that's why all the background noise. What I bought was this little set here, and it comes with the bullet and all the gears. I couldn't find just a regular, and this right here was not $1 million. We've already looked at this one, and we know it's the white gear, which is the 19 teeth, I believe. Bag within a bag. Well, that's just outstanding. Where's this one here? Tape? Oh, you got that kid mad. Come on off of there. What kind of magic voodoo BS this is. And there we have it. There's our bullet. Okay, it's hard to get the O-ring in there, and the O-ring on the outside. You don't need to worry about that. And then, like I say, we need a white one. That carries with the package. What kind of plastic is this? Alright, there's our white one. And guys, simple. Just goes in there like that. This hits the gear and the transmission. This slides into the transmission. And that square right there, that's what the speedometer cable goes into. Now, let me show you how to do this. Y'all see right up here, first thing I'm going to do is the speedo cable. Sometimes you need some pliers, sometimes it'll just be on our hand tight. Just turn it, and it comes right off of there, no issue. Now, there is this little Bolden holder here, which this is a turbo 350, this is the 3/8 bolt holding it on. Well, I should got a ratchet wrench. I didn't know that it tied all the way out. Take a 3/8 bolt all the way out. And you'll have that little holder on it as well. And that little holder, I'll show you here on the new one. Once it goes up in there, there's a slot right there, where a little holder goes in and holds it in. Now, this will just basically pop out. And what we're going to do, we got it in a bucket, because this thing will leak some fluid when we pop it out. So we're going to pop it out and pop the new one in like really lightning fast. I don't know about lightning fast, but PDQ. Right. See if we can do this. Well, it wasn't too awfully slow. Now I'll show you this one. You can actually see the gears wear as it is like that. I'm trying not to drip all over my camera there. Alright, so take this, turn it, make sure it seats in there. Did you hear that click? And now I got my little slash right there. And then I'm going to take a little piece, goes in there. And then my 40-mile long bolt, it doesn't need to be that long. Tighten that up. This will take a few days, won't it? Yeah, watch it, that thing will fall down on you until you get it tight. Well, that one doesn't even sit in there worth a flip, y'all. Okay, now I got it tight. I had to tighten that. Alright, well that's pretty much the whole concept of it. Put the speed on the cable, goes in there. And just give her a little bit of snug. That's snug enough. You don't need to tighten that really hard. And guys, that's it. Besides that, take a rag, wipe off a little bit you spilt, and that's done. Alright guys, next thing I'm going to do is try to repair this seat. It's not latching or de-latching over here. Sometimes it's either locked into place or it just wants to go back and forth when you drive it. The latch assembly over there seems to be working. It's got to be that cable that runs across here, or this latch assembly's messed up. And all I've done is 4 bolts down here, 2 to the front, 2 to the back. I went and took them out. And I figured I don't want to have to pick this seat up and put it outside the car, because I just don't want to think of everything. But I can do that right there, and I can see everything. But let me get y'all in here and get a light in here where you can see everything. Basically, guys, what we have is this cable here. See, it goes through a holder right here. See how floppy that is? It's wide old cable. It's just stretched out a whole lot. That's what this is. Here's the latch. Right here. What it does when you pull the cable, it pivots that latch and it lets loose out of these little notches. But then the cable's so loose, and there's no way really for it to get the tension it needs. I think if I pull it, it's just still too loose. I'm going to go to the other side and pull the latch and just see how much we're off. Alright, I'm on the other side. I don't drop it. Okay, and that just let this side go. Nothing on that side. Alright, besides buying a new cable, there's got to be a way to fix this. My piece seems to be loaded up in there. Yep, just don't have enough tension to how this one opens. Let me put on my thinking cap and think about how to fix this. Alright, I may have a quick, easy fix for this. Let's see if it works. First off, we've got to get this off of here. There's a little tab up here. Looks like it's holding it. Yeah, there we go, from slipping off. Okay, so we got that undone. Now, let me see if I can get y'all around here. Yeah, not a whole lot of camera room in here, guys. Okay, hopefully y'all can see good what I'm doing, because I can barely see the camera. Okay, see this wire here? Yes. Okay, there is a, looks like a little springy looking thing here. I can slide that forward. And that lets me take this off. So, what I'm proposing to do now that I got this off of here, just start tying a bunch of knots in it. That will literally shorten it and make it where it's going to be tighter. If that, boy, if it's allowable, wow. This is some springy metal, let me tell you. Maybe one big open knot like that might do the trick. Ooh, that's going to be, it's a lot. Well, after a lot of tugging and trying, how many people guessed that it would break? Yeah, it's just old, man. It's wore out. Once I went to trying to pull on it and bend it and tie it and knot it, what have you, it broke. I mean, stuff happens, and that is life. I was just informing me, can order one. I was laid seat like this and he can put it on. So, let's go to something else. So I hate that the cable broke, but, you know, guys, it happens, especially when you put it with old cars. Like I say, he hits another one, it'll take me a few seconds to put it in there, flip the seat down, bolt it down, bam, it's gone. So let's move on to something else. We have mirrors. Mirrors, yes. Camera looking at a camera. And he has already got this here, you can see. Maybe y'all won't come in a little closer. I don't know why you stand back so far. Yeah, you can see where it's got this outline. I know, the mirror's supposed to go here. He says when they're there, that they just, you can't see nothing. So here is exactly where he wants them to go. Go ahead and see if I can get a mark on this one hole here. Hey, I did. Thought the Sharpies were too fat to go down in there. Now what we'll have to do is drill this hole and mount this. See what kind of mounting we get underneath here? We've got to have a bolt just barely sticking up. We got to go on there, slide, go down, and bolt on. And we do have these cool things right here that will outline it. That'll make it look pretty good. Oh, they're going this way, that's right. Alright. Well, let's decide what screw we're going to use here, and then we'll pick us out a drill bit. Alright, I found a good little bit. Got that hole drilled, and went ahead and put that screw in there. Now, I need to mark this second hole. back just a little more. Yeah, about right there where you get that black line drawn. So, alright, we want to get this thing dead center of that. Need a measuring device. There, we have a measuring device. And the thing's right at an inch. Alright. We'll get this little hole drilled. Be careful with these bits. They do break easily. Just let the drill do the work and no pushing and shoving. Right, difficult enough, right? I need a little bit bigger bit for that one. That screw's a shade bigger. Let me see what I can find, and I'll get that drilled out just a shade bigger, and we'll go ahead and get this screw started after we take all of our tape off, because now we don't need tape no more. Alright, got that one drilled. Man, that tape. Oh, the paint right off. What a drag. Okay, let's fit over that. Go ahead and run this one down. Where we're guesstimating it goes. What we're going to do is just run it down, slide mirror. Run it down, slide mirror. Till it is tight. Wow. I got it tight. That was lucky, first time. The screw will recess down in there like we want it to. Voila! That mirror is not going anywhere. Cool. Alright, well off camera. I'm going to repeat this on the other side. Alright. Mirrors installed. I did change these out. They came with some. I reckon they're some kind of nice stainless or chrome plated screws that be seen. So I took mine out and put these in. Luckily the hole was the correct size. But yeah, we got them. See what it looks like. Look down through there. Yeah, I like them on the fender. I think that's just a really cool look. Y'all throw down in the comments what you think. I think I like it better there than on the door. Yeah, gives it quite different. Looks neat to me. All right, since we got that accomplished, let's get back to the scene. I hit TSC this weekend. I could order that cable used or some old stock that's been sitting forever. And it just wasn't really, wish they copied it with that, and the prices were just stupid. I'm talking $60 and up plus shipping, just for that one little cable. And like I say, it's probably sitting around and got, you know, rust on it and whatnot. So here's what I'm going to do. Ran to TSC, I got some of this galvanized steel wire, and the smallest ones they had. These little wire clamps. You believe that these little bitty things are $2.50 plus tax each. Yeah, I mean, I remember stuff like this was, 35 cents, 40 cents, whatever. Man, stuff's went up. But enough complaining about that. So what I'm going to do, guys, is just get in here and get that cable measured out and get it cut with enough to loop on each end and put it together with them, and that should do it. Let me get that made up, and then we'll see if that's a trick to fix our seat. Alright guys, I got my cable there. It's all done. I greased everything. Let's see if it works. Outstanding. You gotta pull them back up and click them in. Well, that idea worked out really, really well. Click back in, there we go. Yeah, that was going to have to take a little bit more moving around to get it lubed up, but I'll do that. But cool, a little bit of wire and just a little bit of ingenuity with a couple of them little ties, and I got that taken care of. Well, good deal. I'm going to bolt the seat back in, then we're going to do something else. Alright, so the seat worked out just fine. Next thing we're going to do, the customer brought in this overflow tank. A little basic universal overflow tank. Comes with, it's all aluminum. Comes with the brackets and whatnot, and you just clamp the bracket on, which I'm not super thrilled with, but we're going to make it happen. But so that bracket clamps on and actually holds on there real good. I was going to just cut a piece of rubber to go around there, but electrical tape will do the same thing, and actually I think it'll do it just a little bit better. So we're going to go right here, let's just say in the center. Give something for it to grip to, you know what I mean? Just a little extra grip, just a little bit of insurance there. Yeah, that should be plenty. And basically, just want to do it like that, I would assume. This piece is got a bend in it, as you can tell. It ain't enough of a bend, but it's got a bend in it. And we'll take it over and try to put more of a bend in it, but I'm afraid it'll either break it might be really cheap aluminum, or that it's going to scratch it all up real bad. So let's just see what this one is. Oh, we lost it. Well, yeah, we'll never find that again. And it landed right here far out. Clamp tighten it down pretty good. Alright, well, on the big side, ain't it? Careful, I'm going to strip that clamp out. And yeah, I think that's pretty tight. Now, like your other little bracket. And it did come with these pretty little bolts and nuts. Well, at least there's plenty of adjustment. We'll just get these on here hand tightened. Then we'll run up to the car and go under the hood and see where we're at, see where we need to tighten it. All right. Yeah, lots of background noise. The pressure's going. But this is where we're going to mount it. We have a bolt hole already right there. And I think that'll be perfect. So, we'll go ahead and tighten these two up. And we'll run this bolt through here, get this thing mounted. Then we'll get our hose put on. And yeah, that worked out really good. Fits in there well, bolted up without no problem. And I was able to use a piece of hose that was on there and didn't even have to cut it. And it's out of the way. Yes, I have the horn relay unplugged. That's something don't know if we're going to do this time around or not. Fix the horn in there because it's on all the time. But now that bolt hole that went through there, I do believe it's a bolt hole that the horn fits on, so I went ahead and just bolted it on as well. That much more done. He said that was the good horn, that was the bad one, so no use bolting that one on. At least we got this one. All right, let's go to something else. All right, next thing we got to do, we're going to be redoing the reverse lights. Well, we have them here. Well, what he's decided, he's got lights off of a Impala. And we're going to put them here. I'll show you what they look like here in a bit. So what we got to do, and already untake the license plate light, and pull the wire through. We'll have to untake pretty much all of the wire loom that was done here, so we can reloom this stuff. We're going to take and unplug these, put the red lenses back in, and we do have the other sockets to go back in just for parking lights, and we'll get that done. Then them wires, I'm thinking they're going to be long enough, which I hope they are, to extend out here for our new reverse lights. But first things first, got to get this bumper off of here, and then once we do that, we can get set up and get a perfect center down here where we're going to drill and mount these new reverse lights. All right, bumper's off. Jimmy, help me. So we got that. What I'm going to do, guys, is take the ends here off, and they're a 11/16 socket, 5/8 wrench with this one, because when we go back together, we'll be fixing this gap, and I'll show you how we do that. But basically, you got to have your tools on whatever you're working on, like so. A little bit better socket, but y'all get the general idea of what I'm doing. 3 bolts and nuts here, 3 bolts and nuts there. When these end caps come off, then we'll have our center section to deal with, and I'll show you these lights that we're going to make fit in that. Alright guys, here's what we have. So these are off of Impala, 58 Impala, and we're going to mount these on to that back plate like I was showing you. But the first thing I'm doing, we're going to figure out a way to mount them. Notice it has these studs on here. They had them funky tin screw things. Yeah, them things sort of hold maybe, who knows, first bump they're gone. So, what I'm doing, I just grab me a die, and bam, there you go. Hopefully all of them will do that well. Yeah, the nut goes right on there. Look at that. So we have really good hold once we get this thing done. But that's what I'm going to sit here and do. Yes, it's boring, but it is one of the things that has to be done. I'll get all 4 of these run over with the dye and cleaned up and threaded. Then we'll get over here to the bumper part. We'll start measuring and figuring out exactly where we want to put them and what we need to drill. All right, guys, got the holes drilled, and I did use a deburring bit to clean them up. Even though you won't see them, I still want them cleaned up. All right, that is where that's going to go, and that's exactly centered. And yeah, man, that is going to work. We do have some trim that'll go around here when we bolt all this together. But now we got to worry about our light socket and get that hole drilled. Here's our light sockets. Now they go in here just like you see it. Just like so. 1, 2, 3. So we got, I guess Sharpie. Can't do nothing unless you have a Sharpie, man. Okay, I can hold this and I know where that's going to be pretty much. Alright, so that's going to be pretty much right there. But we need to go bigger in that flange, because as you can tell, once this socket is down in here, how far it does stick out. So let me find a big drill bit and get that big one right there done up, and we'll go ahead and take our screws and screw that in as well. Alright guys, I went ahead and drilled both sides, and they actually fit good. I'm going to put that seal on here. Bam, there we go. So we'll get that rubber seal. We'll make it meet here at the bottom. But yeah, that wasn't too terrible. It took a little bit of doing. We'll see. We'll see. I drilled that hole in the backing plate. I've got it off a little bit. We'll see how much of a difference that makes. We'll go ahead and run our wire through. If we have to, we can make that hole bigger. It's no big deal. But that's the way we're going to be looking for reverse lights right there. Well, cool. That's coming along pretty well. And there we have it. Of course, we'll put the lenses on after we get all the electric done and the bulbs in. But it turned out really well. Closed up that gap there in them bumpers too by putting that bracket over a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with it bolting up or fixing the C. But yeah, them worked out well. So now, I'll get Jimmy to help me. He can hold the bumper up and I'll throw some bolts in it. Then, we got the electrical to do. Alright. All that electrical's back in there. And I got grommets where I run it through. And we have the Impala backup lights. Cool, cool. I'm waiting for a bulb for there, guys. That's why I didn't put that lens back in yet. It's a number 97. Yeah, it's a single element, but it's a dim bulb, small glass. But yeah, that ain't looking bad at all. Let's see if they work. Yeah, man, they are shining bright. Well, hopefully he likes that. That's what he asked for, so that's what he got. I got it all tucked in there nice and neat. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I think it looks pretty wild. Well guys, everything, except for trying to find the correct lug nuts, is marked off the list. So, I'm going to say it's time to let me clean up that third bay. Had to do a little bit of woodwork, making Mama Bear or something. Yeah, it looks pretty cool too. But hey, part of the job, right? But this thing needs to go over in that third bay because it needs a good old-fashioned washing and cleaning up since I've got all the work done to it. So that will be the next thing to do. I told him to bring a bulb and we'll get that in there and get all that sewed up. But yeah, rock and roll, man. Alright guys, Jimmy went through here a while ago, cleaned the inside of the windows. He's got the interior clean. He got under hood. Woo, shiny. Yes. So now what we're fixing to do is fire this bad boy up and take her down the road. And then we're going to stick it in the other bay and wash it. But I will take y'all along for a drive. Does anybody know that guy there? For those y'all don't know, that's my buddy Hootie Hoo. He's got a big channel, and he just won Sportsman of the Year at the Gundy Awards. So everybody throw down a big congrats to him. And for those y'all that haven't been to his channel, run over there, throw him a like and subscribe. I think you really enjoy it. He is the Sportsman of the Year. I mean, it don't get no better than that. But yeah, we're hanging out with all these big high-class people now. Alright guys, let's get the camera mounted in the car and see if this thing will start up. We'll take it for a test drive. Alright guys, cold start. Yes, this thing has been sitting for several weeks. We have ignition. 2 pumps. Come on, baby. There we go. A little over 60 pounds of oil pressure. Charging a little over 14. Yeah, we got almost a quarter tank of gas. I'm gonna let it sit there and warm up a little bit, y'all, and then we'll take it for a drive. All right, now I did let it warm up that much. I'm ready to go. Run and roll it, guys. fires her up. That's a test drive. All right, guys. Oh, go ahead, Jimmy. Go ahead. Jimmy, give her a good old-fashioned bath. Boy, sure needed it. And the little car didn't turn out bad at all. She's going to sit here overnight and dry off. And then we'll take some of that final inspection and do a wipe down on it. Try to give her a little bit more shine. But I mean, there's just so much you can do with old paint. But we'll give her a good effort. Well, Jimmy got the windows good and clean, didn't he? Look at that. Fancy, fancy. Yeah, man. Good looking old car, guys. Good looking old car. And there we go, guys. All washed up. And Jimmy took some of that final inspection, rubbed on it, and tried to buff it off. There's only so much you can do with the old paint, but in my opinion, the car looks really cool. Yeah. This project turned out really well. Like I say, look for this to be back here within some time. We're hoping to get the body and paint work whenever the gentleman's ready. But yeah, cool car, cool project. Well, everyone, I hope y'all enjoyed the series on the 58 Chevrolet Biscayne Peggy Sue. I did enjoy working on it, and the customer, Patrick, that owns this, super nice fella, nice, easy to get along with. He's the kind of customers that you want, so that made it just a lot better for me working on his vehicle, if you know what I'm talking about. But we are done. This is the end of it as of now. Like I say, look for it to come back in the future. Patrick's coming tomorrow. We're going to load up all of his extra parts and his old parts and stuff. Some things we didn't use, some old parts. He can sell them, recoup some money, and save up for body and paint. So it's an ongoing process when it comes to, you know, restoring these old cars, man. But yeah, I think it turned out really cool for everything we've done. At least now, he does not have to tow it home. He can jump in there, fire it up, boom, drive it to wherever he wants to go. I don't think he'll have any problems out of it. Old car is solid. Well, everyone, I do appreciate you watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed the series. If you would, throw us down some comments. If you're able, we'd like to encourage you to hit us up on Patreon and or the Super Thanks, please. And like, share, and subscribe. Need to get this channel going really big, so do that if you would. Again, appreciate it much. Until the next one, we hope that everyone has a fantastic day.